Welcome back, everyone, for the second game of the night. We've got I'm Confused versus Quacker Oats, and I've got some personal stake in this one. Someone who goes to my uni is on Quacker Oats. Not that I would ever be biased. However, I am fully rooting for Quacker Oats. So dump every single channel point you have on them as soon as the predictions open.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I can't dump my channel points on them, but for you, Joe, I think I'd make that investment.
Not that I have an 0-1 prediction rate so far.
But this is different. Before it was strategy. Now it's...
Of course. Now it's nepotism, so of course it's going to work.
Your nepotism-based predictions are still 0-0. You're yet to break...
That's true. That's true. I haven't made any nepotism-based predictions as of yet, so...
Different skill set.
So it's completely different predictions, definitely going to come off. But enough about me, let's talk about the teams that are here today. They are in the quarterfinals.
I believe it's lower bracket quarters, yes.
Lower bracket quarterfinals, if I've got it right.
Yeah, it's top 8. It's top 8. It's lower bracket top 8.
Something like that. Basically, the winner of this will be going on to our final match of the night, and then they are one game away from... they'll have one more game after that versus Hecker and PTSD. Then the winner of that will go on to face Derby in the grand finals, trying to secure most importantly, the bragging rights. Who cares about if there's any prizes or anything like that? You want the bragging rights more than anything.
Well, that's the thing about Derby and why I'm rooting for them to win the whole thing is that they are the reigning champions, right? They won it last time. I'm pretty sure.
So they've really got something to uphold then.
Yeah, exactly. Well, if you can do it twice in a row, that's the back-to-back.
The back-to-back, the two-time.
The
1998-1999 video game champion.
Yep, there we go. I was hoping you wouldn't blunt force that one, but I mean, if it works, right? Either way, Quacker Oats, they are fighting for a place in this tournament. Whoever loses, as unfortunate as it is, will
be going home
from the tournament. Yeah, they are.
Well, hopefully you're actually still at home because lockdown is still in force. Please make sure that you are washing your hands and staying safe.
Yeah, 6 feet apart. 6 feet apart.
Of course. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing this. Karma is going to be the first ban, and I'm happy she's out there. I don't want to see Karma and Ude banned from Quacker Oats.
Yeah. I wonder if Ude will have a 100% ban rate across today, because Ude has been first banned twice now, and I'm wondering if they will actually let them through next game.
If it does go through, I imagine it'll be picked. I feel like Ude has to have a 100% pick ban rate.
It's the Gassadin problem.
Yeah, such a strong champ, and it's going to be Ivan. No, Ivan. I wanted to see it.
We were just talking about how Ivan is one of my favorite junglers. I just think he's sick. He's so cool. He's just a friend of the forest. Why would you ban him like this? Awful.
But it is going to be the Kai'Sa banned over on the other side. Kai'Sa, very, very strong pick. We saw how well it worked for Derby in the last matchup.
Destroy people.
No wonder it's been taken off the board for this match. Final ban for I'm Confused before we start looking at picks will be Lulu.
Well, the legend of Lulu is on Quacker Oats' side, so obviously there's a bit of they've seen the username and gone, right, Lulu main. Let's just ban it, because Lulu is a strong champion in the bot lane too.
With Lulu being about there, if I can point right, there we go. Lulu's about there, so I can't imagine I'm going to be seeing Lulu jungle, but could be an interesting one. Jinx is going to be the final ban, and Seraphine first picked. Just like last game, Seraphine, very, very strong. Mid lane option, support option. Not surprised to see Seraphine in there.
Yeah, whatever lane she goes in, she just makes she makes a presence and she makes it known, and she's a very valuable tool in their team fights. We saw that 4-man ultimate last time that almost completely swept the game away, if not for the amazing counterplay from Hecker and PTSD. So we'll see this in Heimerdinger.
Really? Okay, we'll go with it. Heimerdinger is going to be picked up.
They are bringing the ding to this game. That is...
I mean, it could be a proxy pick.
I'm looking over at the production for them to say Heimer as a proxy at some point, but It's not happening. I think this might be real.
Okay, I guess not. Okay, it's going to be Heimerdinger picked up, and it's going to be Xayah. Now, so this is something that we did a little bit of research into the teams before, and you're going to see Ottilie is very comfortable on this Xayah. It's a very, very strong pick for them. And very, very strong pick at the minute as well, having that self-peel with her ultimate, as well as the potential to root every single member of the enemy team if they engage on her. But, like, you'll take that every day of the week. Ooh, I'd like to see this if it is going to be picked up. Ooh,
tease.
Leona. So that's going to mean... That could mean one of two things. Either Seraphine is going to play in the AD carry role, with the Lulu alongside her, which is it's quite common because of how strong the Leona is. Rek'Sai does still get picked up. I'm happy to see that one. Or it's going to be that the Seraphine is going into the mid lane. I would assume more the mid lane rather than the AD carry, though.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Seraphine mid, picking your mid laner as your first option is not usually what you want to do, but it could work out in this instance. Seraphine is just a very, very strong champion, especially in the mid lane. And Janna is going to look to support this Xayah. We're talking about self-peel. Well, how about a little bit more peel in the form of the attack damage bonus shield, and also that Tempest, Monsoon, whatever it's called, the ult. The big pushback thing heals you. Monsoon? Nice, got it. Thank you, Tokyo.
But also the tornadoes as well, stopping the engages, which you really want to see on this Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai really wanting to get in your face, but the knock-up potential, you combine that with a Leona stun coming in, or a Zenith Blade to engage, could be really, really nice. We're going to see a Tam Kench bind now.
Kench currently...
Interesting to see the Kenchaz being benched, given that you've already seen Seraphine and Leona picked up, unless they're expecting it to go into the top lane, maybe?
In top lane, Bruiser Tom is what they're expecting here. Nico getting banned, though. They are banning that so that Are they banning that for the easier lane with Seraphine? Does Nico actually play that well into Seraphine?
I imagine anyone who wants to engage onto Seraphine will work rather well. She doesn't have a lot of the... Obviously, she has the root, but it has to be with the Echo cast, or has to already be Sloan and Jin banned out on as the final one. Obviously, we're assuming the Seraphine's going to go mid, so they're going to look to ban out an AD carry as well.
Yeah, I like the Jin ban there. Even if he's not a specific carry that anyone on the enemy team plays, Jin is just still a very strong, good general carry that you can flex into a lot of teams, especially ones with a lot of hard engage and people who can frontline for him effectively, like the Rek'Sai, like the Leona. Oh, here we go. Well, she definitely doesn't want to engage on Seraphine.
Now, interesting. Are we seeing the Heimerdinger go top then, and the Lux go mid with the Xayah Janna bot, and then we're going to leave jungle open for a counter pick?
It's obviously Janna jungle. No, I'm kidding. I have no clue. I saw Lux and I was like, oh, Lux.
It could also be...
I know it was real.
Ooh, Caitlyn. Now, Caitlyn's an interesting one because obviously she has a better auto range than the Xayah. She can sit outside of her range and poke her down. Combine that with a Leona engage as well, so that you can start to look to hit that 90 cal net, or 50 cal net.
50 cal net.
50 cal net. Caught myself there. Being able to pop that and then pop the headshots as well. All is the final pickup on the side of I'm confused, and I'm assuming that this is jungle. Yeah, Nunu is going to go into the jungle. I mean,
that was a very quick.
It could go anywhere. It could go mid, but I'm not expecting to see a Janna jungle anytime soon.
No, this is Heimer top. This has got to be Heimer top, right?
It has to be Heimerdinger top, Lux mid.
It's got to be Lux mid because Lux top versus Ornn is literally throwing. Yeah.
Let's hope.
There's no way. I don't like to say that about any pick, but Lux against Ornn is just no. Why would you? Heimer versus Ornn, though, that is going to be the most passive lane.
It really is. Ornn is obviously going to want to just farm up. He's not really going to look to fight Heimerdinger, but Heimer's just going to put turrets down, and Ornn's not going to be able to walk up into them. I expect to see a lot of magic resist bought very, very early in this top lane. But predictions are live, everyone. You can go ahead and predict. Not that I've at all influenced those predictions at all today.
I'm going to have to... Your prediction?
I'm going to... You know what? I have faith in the Donger.
Yeah, no,
I believe that Heimerdinger can bring this one home.
Raise them, chat. Raise them. Because I believe Quacker Oats. Let's go. Make the dream real. Make the dream real. Not to say that I'm confused. Does not have a fantastic chance because they do.
No, I'm confused has an incredible team here. The Rek'Sai is really, really strong engaged. You've got Seraphine, who's going to sit a little bit further back. He's going to play a little bit passively into this Lux. But I imagine we'll then look to pick up the Moonstone Renewer and then look towards a Staff of Fire and Water and an Ardent Sensor. You know, all the fun things that combine well, and she's just going to be constantly healing up her team. They're going to go into a fight and come out with more health than they went in with. Caitlyn got very, very consistent damage. Rek'Sai's very good engage. Leona's good engage. You've got the Ornhorn as well, Call of the Forge God, to make sure that they can engage as well. I feel like I'm confused is gonna look to play, despite having a Seraphine and a Caitlyn, they're gonna want to play aggressive. Ornn wants to hit the massive ults into them. Rek'Sai wants to run into them. Leona wants to run into them. But you're running into a Lux, a Xayah, a Janna, and a Heimerdinger.
Yeah, it's a bit of a rough situation to be in, honestly. It's very aggressive, and honestly, if you ask me, I think that Quacker Oats, as much as I want to back them, and I am backing them, I'm sticking to my word. I'm doing it not just for you, Joe, but for Heimerdinger.
Of course, more so for Heimerdinger.
More so, definitely. Yeah, I just don't want to hurt your feelings.
That's understandable. I understand that I fall behind Heimerdinger.
Okay, good. Finally, someone who knows their place. But but yeah, it's it might be a bit to overcome. I'm confused.
But speaking of my place, you know where in first year where my place was? It was booked with Unite students who are a sponsor of the stream. You can go ahead and look. They're available in 25 cities across the United Kingdom. You can book now with free cancellation available for your 2021-2022 academic year. Also brought to you by Logitech G, the world's best-selling gaming gear. And we're looking to head into this one as soon as we can, and really looking forward to seeing how these matchups go. Top lane, passive. Jungle is going to be gank heavy.
Yeah, very good.
And everything else could go either way.
Exactly. I'm going to be completely honest with you here, Joe. My headphones have been falling down this entire time, and I've been having to keep
I've been noticing that you've been holding them. I thought you were just doing
I picked them back up, but then my hair looked awful, so I had to do that. I was really hoping we'd go to games so I could do it off camera, but unfortunately I have to do it on camera, and I look like a total idiot now. But I
thought you were just doing a nice DJ thing.
Yeah, exactly like that. Let me hear you. You know, yeah. You hearing these beats? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I'm enjoying that one. Looking forward to seeing where these predictions go. We should find out anytime soon where they're actually, which side the chat's going to go with.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Obviously, yeah, I'm seeing in chat that we're biased. I'm only messing. I understand that both teams are coming in very, very strong, and chat's going to back me though. 83% of you go for Quacker Oats, and 70%.
That's actually true. Chat is actually sick.
And it's going to be...
It's fine. The other 83% make up for you. You as a collective are sick by my official...
However, the majority lost last time. So is it going to be another absolute railing of people's channel points? Just the rich get richer. This minority just going to take all of these points and back them up.
Well, let's hope not. Let's hope that we are right in our... You know, I'm 1 for 1. If I can make this 2 for 2, I've got, like, some serious credibility there.
And then I'm just going to keep predicting the same as you, because at some point I'm either you're going to lose your record, or I'm going to keep winning.
Yeah, exactly, right? No, it's very smart. It's very smart. But yeah, very excited to see what these games are going to do. Very excited to see your friend possibly win. You know,
it's hoping.
That personal stake of yours. Hopefully it'll pay off some dividends.
Hey, we've got to bring it home. Hallam hasn't got a whole team in the competition we are in with the mixed uni team. Mm-hmm. Got to try and bring some honour to Hallam. I let us down on a regular basis, so we've got to have the people that are playing try and bring us back up. But hopefully we'll be getting into this one very, very soon. Really looking... You know what? I say it's going to be a passive lane, but Ornn versus Heimerdinger is volatile. especially if they start getting some ganks.
Yeah, that's the thing is, assuming in a vacuum that lane is incredibly passive, but ganks can make it all happen. There's a lot of mind games at play here. But yes, we are into it. Welcome to the Rift. We've missed you, even though it's only been about 20 minutes. And we are looking to get this game underway. Joe, why don't you explain this early game positioning to me?
Well, looking at the position, obviously everyone's just going to take up entrances from river to make sure that there's going to be no invades. I don't expect really anyone with these sorts of teams to be engaging. You haven't really got you haven't got a huge amount of hard CC. Leona could possibly look for something. Seraphine starts with a double cast, so she could go for a root, but then she kind of ruins it for herself in the mid game, because obviously, or in the early game, I should say, because she won't have that much pushing power in her lane.
Yes, definitely. I think it'll be. I think that lane will be. I think it's very skill dependent, right? Like, it's one of those things where I don't think either of them counter each other too hard.
No, I feel in the mid lane, you've got the Lux obviously is going to be hitting the long range E's to try and pressure out the Seraphine, and the Seraphine's going to be doing exactly the same thing with her Qs. Obviously, the Seraphine has potential for the double casts and can heal herself back up if she double casts a W, but I'm expecting those double casts to be more focused on the Qs, trying to just poke out this Lux.
Yeah, you could also make an argument to say that she might put them on the E's as well, because the thing about Lux is, outside of Flash, she doesn't have any mobility, so maybe that's always good enough to land a double cast E. We'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah, it is actually going to be the E start coming in for the Seraphine, and interesting item choices. She has got for a Spellthief's Edge, so after a certain amount of minions here, she's actually going to start getting diminished gold.
Yeah, I was about to say, actually.
She will be getting gold for every time she hits the Lux. So,
yeah, I wonder if that's actually a good trade-off. Sources being my brain, are starting to say no, but maybe they know something I don't. This could be a 5-head strat that we've never seen before. I'm excited.
The only thing I can think of is, does she use it early to get extra gold in the trades versus the Lux? Speaking of trades, as we are going to see an engage coming in from the Leona onto that Janna, the Ignite is going to be popped, but it's not going to find anything. Back to what I was saying, these early trades, she will be getting extra gold every time she hits the Lux. Is she then going to sell that when she gets to the point where it's like, hey, you've killed too many minions, you're going to get diminished gold for it using a support item? And then swap that out for Adorans and try and give herself a bit of a gold lead, but have you just spent all of the same gold that you've gained by buying Adorans?
Yeah, one has to wonder if it's actually economically worth it at that point. I mean, Smoochcake has very obviously done the math on this. I'm not sure if they're possibly memeing. If they are, then I definitely do tip my hat, but I don't know for sure, but I feel like we will find out as the game continues.
As we are going to see a big... It's going to be a flash coming in now. It's going to be the Nunu trying to find this one. It's going to be a root coming over twice. Obviously, the Lux root and then also the Nunu, but it's not going to find anything. The Ignite and Flash have been burned, so both summoners on that Seraphine are going to be gone. Yeah. And open that lane up just a little bit for the Lux now.
Yeah, no, it was really good stuff there to use that flash so quickly, because if she hadn't have flashed when she did, she was 100% dead there. The only saving grace that she had was the fact that Nunu is just... It's at that stage in the game where Nunu cannot yet tank towers.
No, not quite, and we'll have to see how they are going to set up this one.
There's a classic lane gank happening here, where you gank your own lane.
It's an interesting strat. You're going to come in, and there's going to be a really nice engage there onto the Janna. She's going to get stunned up, and the Caitlyn is going to be able to fire out that shot through, and we're going to see Nunu looping round now, coming in from behind, but...
Oh, okay. we won't talk about it. It's a fantastic... Hurricane.
I mean, Nunu just scouting out the vision down in the bot lane, making sure that the Tribush is not warded, and we'll continue on with that one as it goes. Back to the top lane, and yep, nothing's happening once again.
Yeah,
to be expected.
It's just farming, and Ornn seems to be winning the farm race at the moment at 31-29. Oh, here comes
Nunu is just perma ganking Clearly listening to the Nunu bot skin, as we are going to see the Rek'Sai making the engage now, having that Halo Blades, being able to come in and look for the knockups onto that. It is going to be the Nunu locked up there, and can they give it over to the Caitlyn? That's going to be a first blood coming over to her. It's going to be a barrier popped now for the Lux, and she's going to root up the Leona, making sure she can't find any more advantages there. But really, really nice pressure coming in from this Rek'Sai, and first blood over to the Caitlyn. What more could you ask for?
Yeah, no, it's really good stuff. Very aggressive play from this Nunu. Good on the Rek'Sai to, good on Lucia to actually recognize that and then counter gank in such a fantastic way to secure that first blood. And also, bot lane coming up, awesome stuff to make sure that they get the first blood on someone where it's really relevant, such as the Caitlyn. Just really, really impressive stuff from the blue side there. I've forgotten the team. I'm confused. That's it. Nope. I'm
there
good.
We go.
Professional. Ocean Drake has been pinged by the Rek'Sai. She seems to be wanting to kill it.
I mean, I feel like Rek'Sai can do it by themselves at this point. Obviously, has full fury, so is able to deal a lot of true damage with the E, that bite, and then being able to burn through it with the Q as well. But actually, probably going to need a little bit of help from Leona.
It's for Leona to be there for the emotional support.
Of course, and Smite will come in any second now, and there it is. First Drake is going to go over. Nice little Ocean Drake coming in for the side of I'm Confused, and starting to carve a bit of an advantage for themselves.
Like, one thing, that lane on top is going to be definitely it's going to be a matchup of attrition, and Ocean Drake really helps and stuff like that, The extra mana and health regen, it's going to be very, very nice. Because these trades are never actually going to be as worth it as they seem. Because Heimerdinger wins that trade, right? Well, actually, one has more health regen, so
Ornn will just sit back and wait.
Yeah, you needed to.
Really nice little dodge there from the Seraphine from that Lux Q coming in, and the ultimate does come in now. There's going to be a charm coming in, but the Rek'Sai can't quite get the engage there. Doesn't quite have 6, so can't go all in for the knock up there onto that Lux. But really, really good posturing here from the Seraphine to be able to just go backwards and forwards, making sure that Lux Q doesn't come in and root her, and then the charm just catching her, and the Rek'Sai not quite able to engage on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, very good awarenesses of actually the hitboxes and where things actually are in space, just to be able to avoid them so deftly like that. The movements were very precise, very surgical. However, that snowball was anything but surgical, just hit her like an absolute ton of bricks to the face, and the Lux laser was there to clean it up. Fantastic stuff, getting that return kill. And Lux is now 1-0, and is a whole wave up against the Seraphine.
Yeah, and the Lux is going to really try to push this one and now create as much of an advantage as they can.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to see the Leona not realizing she stood on a ward there, and we'll realize now as these minions start to cast towards her, I hope, as they are just taking your health slowly.
Mm-hmm.
There we go, and it's Caitlyn playing so aggressive. You're going to get rooted up there by the Xayah, but the Leona is going to go in and engage on the counter there, trying to make sure that the Caitlyn doesn't overextend, which she definitely did.
Yeah, that Leona had like their survival instincts, their maternal instincts to protect that Caitlyn were absolutely through the roof there. That was an immediate route under tower, I might add, just to make sure that Caitlyn didn't end up getting going splat there. Very good stuff. Caitlyn Leona, by the way, classic aggressive lane. They've been putting a lot of pressure in. Just maybe got a bit too big for the boots on the Caitlyn there, but we'll see how that goes, because she is 6 now, and Leona does have 6 swiftly approaching as well. That is when Leona's engage goes from nuts to insane.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to seeing... what I'm hoping is I can see some really nice counter engages from the Xayah, being able to pop the Feather Storm and then the root. Always really satisfying to see those come in as someone does try and engage onto you, and would really like to see that, as we're going to see Ornn and Heimerdinger just trading back and forth as they do. Nothing to be seen as of yet. Is Rek'Sai probably not going to catch the Nunu there, because obviously when you're burrowed, you have significantly less vision.
That's right. You can see the tremors, but I don't think he was even...
But in you go, that's a huge engage onto the Heimerdinger, and is it going to be enough? It's going to be beautiful. Doesn't matter, the call of the Forge God isn't going to make a difference.
Not going to be enough. Ornn didn't even get an assist on that.
No, it's going to be a solo bolo coming in for the Rek'Sai.
That's actually very unfortunate.
It's just going to open up top now for this Ornn to try and grab some plates.
Yeah, he's fine. He's a little annoyed that he didn't get the assist, sure, but like he's still got a free lane. He can push in. He might be able to even get a plate off it. He's fine.
Yeah, definitely, and really pushing this one well. But it is going to be the Herald picked up by the Nunu, looking to open up this lane possibly. Probably look to go mid if it was me, because your Lux is the one that has the only kill so far, and you really want to push that advantage. Lux can be quite the terror to deal with. That ultimate is gonna burn through people at the late game.
And when he sees they have the Scuttle Crab on bot, which Leona and Caitlyn picked up not a few just a minute prior, he is going to be very dissuaded from sending it bottom. So I think he will probably, Nunu will probably come around and say, yeah, you know what, mid. But actually, hang on just a minute. Nunu might put this bot because the Nunu is in bottom.
It's going to be Rek'Sai just bouncing back and forth, hoping that this not going to get hit by any of these Lux abilities. Going to take out the control ward, and it's going to look at them. Not sure how that root doesn't hit the Rek'Sai.
Yeah, that's got to be some kind of parallax error, right? But that Zenith Blade here.
That's a really, really good engage with the Zenith Blade. In comes the Featherstorm. Now, does she have the recall available? It's going to be a really nice ultimate there. Pop from the Janna, and that's a really nice recall there from the Xayah, but it's not going to be enough. It's going to be charging up this new ult, and down you go. Say goodbye to the that poor Rek'Sai is going to get absolutely obliterated. Tower dive, says the Nunu bot skin, but not quite going to get enough. And
that's
a disgusting amount of healing that bite does.
That was nuts. That bite was like, oh, I took 2 tower shots? No, I didn't. That was absolutely insane. Really good awareness from the Nunu to just charge ult in the middle of it because Legend of Lulu knew that she could get them off. She could get that ult off, and they didn't think she could. They lost two champions for it. Absolutely nuked.
Alongside that as well, you do actually get the shield as soon as you cast it as well, so it's going to help when as everyone is pushing in. And we're going to see Rek'Sai getting close to this Prowler's Claw, I assume, is going to be the first pickup for them. But no mythics on the board from what I can see just yet.
No. An interesting one that I'm thinking about is why didn't Nunu put the Herald down on bot after that engage? I feel like that probably would have been free play.
Perhaps, as we are going to see the second dragon go over. It's going to be the Mountain Dragon. We're going to look at a Cloud Soul.
Cloud Soul's really nice on Seraphine. I like that a lot, and on Leona as well. You might even get 2 ults a fight if you get 40%. That's 40%. If you max out on ability haste is what I'm trying to say. Obviously,
of course,
it doesn't exist anymore, but everyone knows what I mean.
Nunu is going back to the top lane and is going to look. It's going to be a backwards and forwards. The flash wasn't quite enough, as it is going to be this Ornn getting rooted up and so much burst potential, but. In comes the call of the Forge God, the Ornn Horn, knocking up and cancelling that Nunu ult, preventing anything more. And just how much sustain does this Ornn have? Still just walking this one out, and I expect the Herald will be dropped top here and looking for a tower dive. But it's going to be in the bot lane. It's going to be the Rek'Sai picking up the Janna. The Herald is going to be called in, and the Seraphine is here now to try and open this one up, try and stop this fight. So much gold going over there as we're going to see 3 plates being dropped, and Ornn with no mana is going to try and take this one out and open up this one. Despite the fact that we were trying to focus on that top lane fight, Rek'Sai coming in, cleaning up in the bot lane and playing so well.
Yeah, because now they're going to trade these 2 turrets, or try and get as they're either going to try and trade these turrets or try and get as much turret plating as they can just after it falls. I feel like bot lane will probably back away now. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to pick up the just one auto attack there. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to pick up the turret, unfortunately. But Heimer is still pushing this, and Ornn had to back. I just want to say I don't even think that was sustain on the Ornn. I just think he's that tanky. He just wasn't taking damage. Sustain implies life gain or regen, but he was just. Insane! Oh my god, what a charm!
In comes the Seraphine ult. Remember, it does have a range of roughly 38 miles, and that's going to be a Rek'Sai ult coming in and cleaning up that Lux, and he's going to pay for it with your life. That goes over to the Nunu, and I imagine now the Rek'Sai gets that Prowler's Claw, gets that mythic item, and is really going to start to do some damage. But Nunu's still chasing Seraphine, not quite going to catch. He's going to catch the wall of the Drag Pit, and Seraphine gets out with their life.
Just absolutely no hesitation on that wall flash. You love to see it. Yeah, no, this Nunu. I'll be honest. Even if they don't win, I'm a fan of Quacker Oats Nunu of Legend of Nunu. This is good play, right? It's fun. It's aggressive.
It's aggressive.
It is Nunu in a word, right?
You may be down by several camps at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You may have not got any drags, but you know what you do have? You have our respect.
You have,
and
yeah.
That's more important than any of this, as we are going to see another snowball being rolled. We are ready for it, and it's going to knock up that Leona there, as it is going to be so much damage coming over onto the Caitlyn, but it is going to be a really nice Leona ult, and it's going to take out the Xayah. In comes the Lux ult, but it's not going to quite be enough, as Nunu is still chasing here, looking to find something. As Call of the Forge God does come in with the TP, it's going to be Caitlyn picking up a double kill, trying to find more. Is it going to be a double knock-up with the Ornn now? That's going to be a triple kill for the Caitlyn, and the Seraphine cleaning up that one to get the nice little quadra kill coming over as a total. Is it going to be an ace? Rek'Sai is going to go top. He's going to get stunned up by the Heimerdinger, but is it going to be enough? It's going to be Heimerdinger dropping the turret, and it's not going to be enough. You drop the stopwatch, you drop the turret, and Heimerdinger is going to clean that one up. That's unfortunate for Rek'Sai, but well played by that Heimerdinger.
On the Heimer?
What, sorry?
Is that a full Zhonya's on the Heimer?
It is. It's going to be a Zhonya's rush from the Heimerdinger.
Wow, Zhonya's at 16 minutes. Fair enough. I mean, well played. Fair enough. But yeah, wow, just so much happened there. That was insane. Nunu definitely did it for the fans, but at the same time, that was an engage that cost you 4 champions. That's rough. No one likes that, right?
It's a really nice TP coming in from the Ornn, though, coming in, and that Call of the Forge God knocking up 2 to slow them down, and then coming in the double knock-up as well. It would have been nice to see the Caitlyn get the Quadra, but 6-0-2 is nothing to snuff at.
Oh, definitely. That was something that was good that got turned into something amazing. You know, that is something that could very easily be defined as game-winning right there. That's an incredibly good...
And in comes Nunu once again. It is going to be the Ornn getting rooted up here, as it is going to be the ultimate rockets coming in from the Heimerdinger. The knock-up isn't going to quite be enough, but this top turret is gone. Is Ornn finally going to give their life, as Caitlyn does get a pick over on the bot side? It's going to be Ornn picking up the Heimerdinger, still going, trying to find something, and Lulu is going to have to try and run out of this one. It's going to be the Call of the Forge God juking back and forth. In comes the Ornn, and that's going to be a nice 1v2 for the Ornn, cleaning that one up, and 2-0-2.
Oh no, it's like, how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? You come and you try and gank Ornn, and then Ornn gets a double kill. It's basic League of Legends-ology. It's very... Oh my God. Watching that happen was like, you know... It was like watching a car crash, but it was 2 clown cars, and no one actually crashed. They were just kind of circling each other for a while until both cars ran out of fuel, and then all the clowns inside just kind of fell over.
Oh, goodbye, Lux. Everything thrown on her head, and down you go. Very nice team play there, but in comes the Nunu snowball once again. It's gonna not find anyone, unfortunately. Back to your analogy, I don't even think you can say it's 2 clown cars. It's 2 dodgems that have just run out of power and are slowly bumping into each other.
Like on 1% battery charge, just incredibly
exactly.
slow. Yeah.
Is Nunu gonna try and steal the Herald?
If Nunu steals the Herald, it's insane.
I believe. I don't believe.
No. Didn't believe hard enough.
Clearly not. But that's really smart there as well to start the snowball rolling as soon as you get slown by that first Seraphine Q, because you cannot be slown during that. However, we are looking at a fight here. Can we see an engage from anyone? There are recalls coming in, but if Heimerdinger... No, head down! No, nobody's going to be found, and we are just going to back up. Unfortunately, no fights coming in, as the red buff given so graciously over to your Xayah, and you can start looking at opening up the map. You are down so far if you're on the side of Quacker Roads here. I'm confused playing this to the letter, playing so well. Nunu has the snowball once again, does get the knock-up onto the Caitlyn, but is it going to be enough? It won't be. She's 2 levels up, and she's going to out-damage you, unfortunately. You're just going to have to walk that one out and look for pressure elsewhere.
Yeah, this is the thing, is it's a 5k gold lead, right? It's never where you want to be on the side of Quacker Oats, but you know, I guess they can still make this work. It's not over. It's not over till the Nexus explodes.
Of course, of course. There is so many things that can change between now and that time. This Caitlyn is very, very strong at the minute, but you know what? This Xayah is farming up quietly in the background. Currently at 172 CS. Obviously, down the 6 kills, and down a significant amount of gold, but in comes the Rek'Sai looking for this Lux. A nice little flash knock up there coming in, and is going to be the ultimate to clean up. Very, very well played there by this Rek'Sai, and really this Rek'Sai is setting up so much for the side of I'm Confused, playing out of their mind so far.
Yeah, no, they're doing, like, we meme about the Nunu and everything, but honestly, this comes down to I'm Confused, just incredible spatial awareness and communication across the entire team. They're really good at having their own agency and just doing things, and, like, see, even there, Leona just walks into 3 different champions, but they have so much dominance, and they've shown that they can switch on something so fast that all 3 heroes, all 3 champions on the side of Quacker Oats just back away, terrified of a level 9 Leona. That right there tells a tale, you know?
Leona have been playing so well throughout the entire series, and really is just opening up so much for this Caitlyn to be able to just burn through these targets, and clearly you can see she's 703 and the Leona being 018, and looks like you're going to say goodbye to this turret, as it's going to be a nice little upgrade item coming in. That's going to be the Gale Force upgraded, and is going to give some nice little extra stats to the Caitlyn, because, you know, she wasn't already strong enough.
Oh, yeah, no, she needed it. That might help her get back online. That'd be nice.
Of course. Clearly, we can see the 7-0-3 Caitlyn is definitely falling off very soon.
Well, she wasn't one-shotting Baron yet, so, like, you know...
of course.
Always room for improvement. Yeah, we'll see what's happening here.
That's not quite fit through that one, Heimerdinger. You might be small, but you're not that small, buddy. Not going to find anything, as the Herald is going to be dropped, and we're probably going to say goodbye to Tier 2.
Oh, hang on.
Unless the Herald gets locked up, and poor Shelly is just going to be brutalized by the side of Quacker Oats.
Yeah. Oh, so you're a Shelly fan, huh?
Of course.
Okay, cool, nice. I like Shelly myself, but I do know some people are partial to Heraldine, which I respect as well. But
nah, if you're using Heraldine, no, it's Shelly, and will always be Shelly.
A complete lack of tolerance there from SJOB. Let's see how it works out for him.
I'll fight any of you 1v1 me at LAN when we're allowed to, when all the restrictions go. I will fight for the name of Shelly.
Oh, that's so good.
We are going to see this 4th Drag and Soul at 23 minutes going over to the side of I'm Confused. Really nice Lux route there coming in. Is it going to be enough? Call of the Portugal does come in now, and the is going to be ults coming in back and forth. Heimerdinger is going to have to drop the Zhonya's, but it's not going to quite be enough, as Legend of Lulu is going to get picked off on that Nunu on the bot side. It's not going to quite be enough. Cellarat is going to take so much damage, but this Leona as well, so many resistances. Doesn't matter how much you throw at her, she's still not quite going to fall. This Rek'Sai going to get rooted up, not going to really matter, as we're just going to see so much pressure coming in, and with that Cloud Soul, you've got to be thinking now, it's only a matter of time before they start looking towards that Baron and start looking to open up some inhibitors.
Yeah, and this tower is right at Office Attack's expense. It's not there, right? This is it's gone. But the thing is now that they move to this Baron, they can now do that on top. They can do that on mid. In fact, no, Rek'Sai is saying we can get Baron after we take tier 2 on mid. They can't fight this. And they
really can't. With the level leads that they have, it's going to be really difficult here for Quacker Oats to come in and really do anything here, as we're just going to see I'm Confused coming in and decidingly doing whatever they actually want to. They're just going to keep walking forward, going to take that mid tier 2, and now look to probably back buy some items and then look to fight for Baron.
Yeah, that makes sense, but yeah, if I'm Quacker Oats, I think I need to relax. Okay,
100%.
Play it a little bit safer. Take it a day at a time, right? They definitely get this Baron, but you want to set up vision so that you can maybe pick 1 or 2 of them off. Or maybe you don't even do that. You just try and accrue incremental advantage through creeps, through jungle camps, and just try and get yourself back online as much as you can. But here they are going for what seems to be the Leona here. They don't have a flash, they don't have anything to get over the wall. It's just... So it's just, there's not really much that's going to happen. A quick D-ward over the wall from Heimer's not too bad, though. I think you can't really contest this Baron. Maybe you just try and hold on and contest Elder Drake when that spawns in 3.5 minutes.
You know what really needs to occur? I see that the Nunu has Flash. I see that the Nunu has Smite and the Q. That's a lot of true damage. I believe that the Nunu can outsmite the Rek'Sai.
I do believe that the Nunu can outsmite the Rek'Sai. Whether
and I believe they will. I believe.
Well, they need to be alive to do so. Tell me what's happening in this team fight, Joe.
It is going to be the On backed up. I'm not going to be able to knock back that Call of the Forge God. But speaking of Rek'Sai, it's going to put out so much damage. It's going to take out another one. Heimerdinger is going to have to pop the stopwatch to survive that one. But On doesn't care. He's just going to stand there and tag every single one of those tower shots. That's going to be a double kill coming in for the Caitlyn. And now chasing down Legend of Lulu, trying to make sure that this Nunu isn't available for the fight. With so many death timers on the board, they're just going to probably look to open up some inhibitors before they even turn for the Baron.
Yeah, who needs Baron when you've just got you've got five champions versus 2. The 2 champions you're against are vastly underleveled and undergeared. So why wouldn't you, right? Like at this point, actually, you might even be okay. You don't, because it's a lot safer to take the Baron. But I think, I don't think it was impossible for them to straight up take the game there. Because they had a lot of resources. They were missing their ults, yes, but, they've got summoner spells.
Yeah, and they really...
They've got the Honor Stun. Rek'Sai ult's coming up right now, but yeah, they're taking the Baron, which is the smarter play, and the reason that these people have gotten so far in the tournament.
Yeah, and look at just the insane amount of burst damage that they have on this Baron. Like, we're only 27 minutes in.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting this amount of burst this early, as we do see the Ornn is going to drop another upgrade. It's going to be Seraphine getting her Luden's Tempest upgrade there. And going to see Ornn probably looking to... If I had to guess, it'll go over to the Rek'Sai next. Leona, I appreciate the amount of work that you're doing, but the Rek'Sai 6-3 and 6. I want to put more damage.
Yeah.
And, okay, Nunu, that's a lot of auto cancelling there and a lot of headbanging.
Yeah, art imitates life, right?
Of course.
Alright, let's
It's still going.
I believe in you.
You know what, Nunu? You do your thing.
You know
go
what?
off and do your own thing.
This is a game, and games are supposed to be fun. And if that's how you have fun, who are we to critique? Aside from literally the casters, but
Hey, that's not important.
Exactly, right?
That's going to be another really last-minute stopwatch coming in, and it's going to be Sponge Cake taking out the Heimerdinger once again. Unfortunately, I do believe this is going to start to spell the end. This is going to be Caitlyn picking up yet another kill. We are going to see the Nunu, the Lux, and the Xayah try and defend this, though. The Xayah does have Featherstorm available and can look to recall when possible. It's going to be another Call of the Forge God coming in as Nunu is going to get taken out. In comes the Featherstorm to make sure they don't get caught up and back up onto the spawn platform. Back to safety, but the Nexus is open. And
just
progressing to your next round and progressing onto the spawn platform is on, but progressing on to the next round will be I'm confused. Congratulations and commiserations to Quackeroats.
Yes, definitely. That was Ornn's first death. That was absolutely crazy.
Ornn, you had a perfect game, and you just decide to E onto the spawn platform. I respect it. I don't necessarily agree with it.
Well, she knew that she had the perfect game, right? The tape shows that she had a perfect game. That right there was to send a message. Because if you die in the last 3 seconds of the game, is that really botching your record?
I'm just going to say it's a death on the score sheet.
True. You know what?
Do you know who also had a perfect game? That Caitlyn as well, putting in a dominant performance. 0 deaths and cleaning up towards the end. Very dominant performance. But
I'm wrong.
But commiserations to Quackeroats. You may not have had the strongest game, but you've definitely had one of the most entertaining games. The Nunu was so aggressive and really great to watch.
You know, Yeah, that was some really good stuff there. Honestly, I'm confused. Just stellar all around. Their gameplay was solid. Their team play was solid. They were very direct in the decisions that they made, and they just played a good game of League of Legends. And Quacker Oats did their best, and their best was incredibly entertaining and definitely made a fan out of me. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough to actually win and continue their place in the tournament. So unfortunately, they are out. But what a way to go, right?
Oh, definitely.
Not with a whisper, but with a bang. That's what I like. That's good stuff.
But do you know more importantly what's happened?
Here we go. I knew you were going to bring it up.
I'm 0-2 in predictions.
Oh, I'm 1-1, which is 50%, which according to A-level exam statistics is like a D, which is technically a pass. So
yeah, I've got 0%. I've got a U.
Yeah.
I might as well have not shown up for this exam at this point.
Literally, right? Well, hopefully you can make it better in the next one. I'm trying to get that 66.6 recurring.
And we will have to find that one out in our final game, where we will see I'm Confused once again facing off against the other side of the bracket. We will see you all for that very, very soon.
Holding on so tight just when you need it most. Feel the freedom of being careless, just being in love. Everything will be alright. Through the darkness, through the night, no fear anymore. No fear anymore. when it's coming at you like monsters in the night, and you feel the danger that makes you wanna hide. When the cards are stacked against you and you're standing on the edge, now's the time, now's the time. Think about all the dreams you keep inside. Think